Hey everyone, I'm Maurice, CEO of innoGPT. innoGPT is the GDPR-compliant platform that lets you securely roll out AI in your company. Let's take a look. Let's start with the chat. This is your daily starting point for working with innoGPT. First, you'll see the model selection in the top left. Here you have a variety of models to choose from, including Claude, GPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, and so on. All the latest models are always available here. If you're not sure which model to use, you can just select GPT Smart Select. It'll automatically choose the best model for your request. In the chat window itself, you also have various options to enrich the chat, the AI with context. For example, you can use the plus sign to add different tools, integrations, sources, context, and so on. You can also use the add symbol in the menu to add or bring in different assistants, add project knowledge, and further enrich your chat that way. Then there's also the option to record a voice message, so you can just talk to the AI, or of course the real-time voice mode to have a conversation with the AI. Moving on to assistants. Assistants are designed for recurring tasks. That means for a routine task you do over and over, once a week, once a day, an assistant definitely makes sense. We can take a look at the agent builder together. When I create a new assistant here, I'm right in builder mode and can basically use prompting to say what this assistant should do. I can also jump straight to the editor and manually enter my info there, the instructions. I can add knowledge, I can say which functions it should handle or have available. I can choose the model, and so on. And in the end, I can of course share it with my colleagues so that everyone can access this assistant and everyone has access to this knowledge. Moving on to our tasks. The task section is designed for recurring tasks. For example, I have a product update here that gives me an update every day on what was changed in the product yesterday, or a tender finder that's supposed to look for tenders. For more complex deterministic automation, we have our workflows feature. There you can set up and map really complex processes that then simply run automatically at a certain time of day, for example. Moving on to the integrations section, there you can just go into the settings, to the integrations section, and there you'll find a wide selection of different apps. We have several hundred apps available that you can already tap into. For example, Slack, Salesforce, Notion, whatever you're currently using in your company, you can connect here and then use in the chat so the AI can handle tasks for you in that software. If your app isn't listed, you can also manually add MCP servers. Here too, you basically have the option to manually connect the MCP server and then use it in the chat. Once I've connected Outlook in the integrations, I can just ask in the chat, what was my last email from Tim? Then the AI can access my mailbox, look at the latest emails, find the right email, display it here in the chat, and continue working with it. Another cool feature is our studio. This is a dedicated interface for image and video generation, featuring all the state-of-the-art models with all the settings options available. So you can generate photos and videos here too. A feature that is very popular in companies is our meeting function. There you can simply record and transcribe meetings without having to take notes yourself, and you get a summary and the transcript at the end. This works for in-person meetings, but also for online meetings. In that case, innoGPT would join the Teams meeting as a note taker and take notes there. For enterprise rollout, we also have some important admin functions, which we'll take a quick look at. For example, in the workspace settings, you can manage billing and model selection. You have an analytics section where you can see how AI adoption is going in your company. I have member management, I can create roles. Here I can also set granular permissions for which functions can be used on the platform and which models should be available. I can also create user groups and of course set up single sign-on or sync security groups from Entra, for example. innoGPT is the platform where you can add all your company knowledge as context. You have all models available, and that's in a secure GDPR-compliant environment, so every employee can use the tool they want to use. Of course, we have many other features. Feel free to try them out. You can register for free and test the whole thing for 7 days. We look forward to having you. See you.